YouTube family, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, is another foundation review Friday, and we're gonna just jump right into today's foundation, and it is the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear Makeup Stick Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 21. This is what the foundation looks like. This is kind of the container that it comes in. You do get 0.3 ounces, which is a little bit less than normal foundations, and this foundation will run you $42. Now, if you're not familiar with my channel at all, I have very dry skin, and I try to bring you guys reviews based on a dry skin perspective. If you also are not familiar with my channel, welcome, subscribe, but make sure you check the description box. I leave every foundation that I've reviewed on this series so far down below what shade I am, so you can find yourself and you can see if we're foundation shade twinsies. Come on now, check that description box. Today's foundation was sent to me from the lovely people at Lancome. Now, if you saw my recent VIB haul video, I recently got into the stick foundation world. I have the Makeup Forever and the Hourglass, but I haven't tried those yet. The first one I'm going to try in this stick foundation, my first ever stick foundation review on this channel, is going to be this Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Stick. If you guys don't know, stick foundations are supposed to be better for dry skin. They're supposed to just hit our marks and meet everything we need requirement-wise and make us very luminous and radiant. But this foundation stick is a little different. I think they pride themselves on being supposedly a matte finish. Now, I've tested this foundation now Monday through Friday. That's how my foundation reviews work. These aren't first impressions. These are me wearing them to work every single day with different primers, applicators, and all that, and coming on here Saturday telling you what I think. So nothing I'm going to see today is going to be a surprise to me, hopefully. Sometimes I'm like, wait a minute, that didn't do that all week. What the site says about this foundation, what is it? This oil-free, highly pigmented Longwear makeup stick delivers buildable coverage with natural-looking matte finish for ultra-versatile application. Uses the foundation for touch-ups, as a spot concealer, or to contour. Now, of course, today I'm going to use mine as a foundation, and the shade that I have today is 420 Suede in. Now, prefacing this by saying, if you guys saw my Lancome Teint Idole Ultra 24-hour foundation review, I had it in 450 Suede in, but I looked online and it looked very similar to me when I was looking online, the 420 Suede in. Now, I'll just show you guys on camera how it's gonna apply. So without further ado, let's just kind of jump right into the application of this. This is my skin. This is what it looks like. Now, I'm gonna just do a swatch right now for you guys of what this one looks like. So this is kind of what I was talking about in terms of, it looks very similar to me online, but when I apply it, it looks a little different. And it's something that you notice sometimes in neutral shades. N stands for neutral in this foundation. Is a little bit of a hint of a grayish tone. And I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera right now, but it does have a little grayish tone. This foundation, I have realized, oxidizes a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you what 450 Suede Nude looked like on me. So this is 420 in the stick. This is 450 in the liquid foundation. So if I had to do this all over again, I would definitely have gotten the stick in a 450 Suede. Just letting all my, you know, foundation shade twinsies out there know. So without further ado, let's just hop right into applying it. Let me get this off my face first. So this is how it looks. I just finished applying it. Now, it doesn't look bad on camera. You guys are probably like, what are you talking about? It's just, for me, I kind of look washed out. And I don't know if the washing out is really coming through on camera, but I look more washed out, a little bit lighter than I would in normal days. I like a little bit more, you know, I like to look my skin tone. And just, it's not really, it's matching my neck and everything, but it's not really matching what my tan on my body is looking like right now. So now I'm going to apply the rest of my face so you guys can see how the product looks when applied with the rest of my products, and I will be right back. So I have gone ahead and applied the rest of my face. I definitely had to bronze a little bit more than I normally do just to kind of get that match and whole, you know, body look to look the same. Now for highlight today, Lancome was also so awesome pairing with Octo to send me this highlight. Don't mind the camera. The dual finish highlight. This is what it looks like. It is in the shade Luminous Gold. I believe they have 5 shades in total of the dual finish highlight, but I saw Makeup Shayla swatching these and I was trying to decide at the time which one that I wanted, and I saw her do Luminous Gold and it was amazing on her. So let me swatch it for you guys because you guys can't see. Like, look at that gold. Makeup Shayla swatched like bronze and they had a couple of other shades and she swatched them on her Snapchat and I was like, I need Luminous Gold in my life. That's what I need in my life. So like I said, 420 Bisque In, which I was calling it wrong this whole time, was the shade that I got. I think a more adequate match would have been 450 Suede In, just like the liquid. Sometimes the liquids and sticks, I'm like, do they really line up? Are they exactly the same? I think the liquid and the stick are probably neck and neck for being the exact same shade selection. So my bad on that shade match. But in terms of how it applied very easily. So easily. Now in terms of the finish of this foundation, which was very surprising to me, it definitely gave a matte finish. Where it said cream to powder, I was like, you're joking, you're lying. I hear stick foundations are supposed to be for dry skin people. They're supposed to make you look luminous. They're supposed to make you look dewy. Not this one. So if you're a dry skin person like me who thinks they're gonna get a luminous stick foundation, you would be sadly mistaken. So what I've noticed in terms of this week, no matter what I applied it with, whether it be a brush, whether I use a sponge, whether I use a luminous prime, I always got a very much so powdery finish. I'm going to, of course, wear it throughout the rest of my day and come back to you guys at the end of the day and show you how long it wore. Now, unlike the 24-hour Teint Idole Ultra in the liquid form, the stick doesn't have 24 hours on it anywhere. I looked on the Lancome foundation website. They don't claim to have that 24-hour wear. They do say long wear, but they don't say 24 hours. So they're not being, you know, they're letting you know you get some wear out of it. Not that you would ever wear foundation for 24 hours, but if you were, choose this one over the stick foundation. But I'll definitely show you guys how it looks at the end of the day. So I'll be back. So I am now back. It has been about 5 hours and this is how the foundation looks. You guys, if you've been following me forever, know that I am dry skin. Foundations look the exact same throughout the day. It takes a lot for a foundation to really buckle down under the pressure after hours of wear. So I like to film while I still have natural sunlight so you guys can still see how it looks after several hours of wear. But something about this that I didn't mention as soon as I applied this foundation, it creased very early on. I think within me applying the rest of my face, I actually had my fine line show through. So it's kind of something that was new to me in terms of this foundation. So let me tell you how it has held up throughout this week of wear of me in terms of the claims that it has. Is it an all-day wear? Of course. As anything, I come on here, it takes a lot for a foundation to break down on me and not look good throughout the rest of the day. This is how everything's kind of sitting on me. Still got my highlight there. This highlight has been everything. So in terms of a soft matte finish, definitely a matte finish. If anything, I feel like I'm a lot more matte now than I am when I used the Teint Idole liquid version, which is so weird. I'm not a chemist, so I don't know how they make this even possible. If you're an oily skin person, this is actually a stick foundation that would be perfect for you. So now for transfer resistant, that's one of the claims it also has. I have my handy dandy paper towel. We will see if it's transfer resistant. I only got a little bit on the paper towel, just this little bit right here, mainly my nose area. So I wouldn't say 100% transfer resistant, but it definitely doesn't pick up that much product on the paper towel, which is good. And especially having worn this for several hours, I don't know how better it would have been, you know, initially as soon as I applied the product. For all skin types, that's another claim with this foundation. What I say is for all skin types. Now, I think a lot of brands say for all skin types and can put that label on there just to kind of throw it out there, because technically everybody can use this product. They can put it on their face and it can be on their face. Now, is it good for all skin types? That's something, and I would say if you are oily skin, if you are combination skin, this is amazing stick foundation if you want a matte finish. Now, if you're dry skin and you still want a matte finish, this is the one. But if you're dry skin and you're somebody like me who's like a more luminous finish, I think you should go with the actual liquid version over this. To be 100% honest, I think this is really amazingly geared towards oily skin people. I think this, surprisingly, it's better. I actually like this one more than this one for what I love in terms of my face. Now, I'm somebody who likes the sheer to medium coverage. This is very medium to full coverage, and it claims that, and I say it stick right by that claim, very medium to full. Like I said, you don't get as much as you do with a normal product. This is about how much you get. You get which is not bad, you know. I could see me reusing this several times and getting a lot of wear, but if you definitely use a lot of it, you're gonna run out a lot sooner than you are with other foundations. So as far as pros for me, Lea Levon pros, I love the portability. Can you not see? I could take this anywhere with me. Travel friendly as all be out. And I also like the coverage on it. Although I'm somebody who likes sheer to medium, if I were to go for a medium coverage, this is kind of something I would look for. But as far as cons go, which is a kind of just one con with it, but it's a very big con with me, it does definitely leave you with a kind of matte finish, which for me, I love a more glowy finish, and I think that this gives you a more radiant. This I think promises to be a velvet matte. This promises to be a soft matte. I think this is a little bit more, it's medium coverage as well, but I think that it doesn't feel powdery. It doesn't settle down to a kind of powder finish, which this one does. So I would say it gives a big thumbs up if you are an oily skin person. If you are a dry skin person, I highly suggest you guys check out, I'll link the video above, of my Lancome Teint Idole liquid. This foundation is everything. So thank you so much, Lancome, for sending me this foundation and this amazing highlighter. If there are any foundations you guys want to see me, list them down below. I'm always looking for new foundations to try. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you're a subscriber of mine if you're not already. If you're not following me on Instagram, why are you not? Follow me on Instagram at LeaLevon89. Make sure you're following me on Snapchat at MrLea89. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.